In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on July 25, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Atlanta Braves versus Boston Red Sox. The Atlanta Braves travel to Boston on Tuesday to take on the Red Sox in a brief 2-game series at Fenway Park. The Braves have the best record in baseball and stand atop the National League East Division as they hope to make it 6 straight division titles this season. The Red Sox took 2 out of 3 games from the Mets over the weekend and are in 4th place in the American League East, but just 2 games out of a wild-card spot. While Fenway Park has been a house of horrors for several pitchers in their careers, it has been a welcome sight for Braves starter Morton. Morton is 4-0 in 6 career starts at Fenway Park with an earned run average of 3.71. He has allowed just 30 hits in 34 innings of work as well. Morton will be backed by baseball's best lineup and arguably baseball's best hitters park, Fenway Park. Boston, meanwhile, will have to get by with a bullpen game against the Braves' hard-hitting lineup. Nick Pivetta will likely be tasked with the longest assignment to slow down the Braves, but he has a career penchant for giving up the long ball. That could be a huge problem against a Braves team that is first in baseball in home runs per game and hits home runs at a slightly higher rate on the road. Charlie Morton in the past has been a pitcher that's had struggles on the road, but this season it's been different, as Morton's earned run average is a full run lower than his home earned run average, and even if he's struggling, he still has one of the best lineups in baseball to back him up. The Red Sox did well against the Mets, but I can't shake the fact that this is still the same Mets team that dropped 2 of 3 against the Oakland A's last week around this time. So the Atlanta Braves money line is our full game side pick. This one could be a slugfest at Fenway on Tuesday night. The Braves come in with the league's 3rd highest offense in terms of runs per game, while the Red Sox are a solid 5th, including 5.6 per game at home this season. Boston has gone over the total in 3 of its last 4 games and is hitting a whopping .289 as a team at home this season. Despite playing to the under in 2 of their 3 games in Milwaukee over the weekend, the Braves have still gone over the total in 7 out of their last 10 games. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Seattle Mariners versus Minnesota Twins. A pair of American League teams looking to move up the rungs in the playoff picture continue an early week series in the land of 10,000 lakes. The Seattle Mariners are on the road as they play the middle game of a 3-game series with the Minnesota Twins Tuesday night. On Monday it took extra innings, but it was the Twins that were able to secure the 4-3 victory. Lopez has shown some ball control issues both on the road and at night this season, but he has continually been a K-throwing machine. Given Seattle's near-league worst K rate, he should be able to stifle the Mariners at the plate. Kirby has been most hittable during night games, and he's allowed opponents to hit over .270 on the road, with limited strikeouts to boot. The Twins' offense has really turned it on in July, which should put them over the edge. The Mariners as underdogs is appealing when you can argue Kirby has been better than Lopez this season. However, the M's haven't been great since the All-Star break, and they feel like a team that could soon fall apart completely. The Twins are playing some of their best ball of the season, and they're starting to plant their flag on the American League Central. Lopez is the guy they traded for this offseason for big moments like this. Still a month or so left, but it feels like the Twins are heading in the right direction. So the Seattle Mariners money line is our full game side pick. Seattle entered Monday's action having seen the under post of 49 to 48 to 2 mark in their 99 games this season. The Mariners are 17th in the majors in runs per game as they put up an average of 4.47 runs per game, though that climbs slightly to an average of 4.56 runs per game on the road. Seattle has seen an average total of 8.66 runs per game on the year, and that number rises to 8.76 runs per contest as the road team. Minnesota entered Monday having seen the under post of 49 to 46 to 6 mark this season. The Twins are 20th in runs per game with 4.35 runs per contest this season, though that number edges up to 4.51 runs per game as the home team on the year. Minnesota season average total of 8.27 runs per game this season, though that number edges up to 8.67 runs per game at Target Field. Both of these offenses sit amongst the worst in baseball in plate success, particularly in terms of strikeout rate. What's more, both of these offenses sit bottom 10 in terms of batting average. Lopez has been erratic at times, but he's proven he can run through lineups and generate strikeouts. Kirby doesn't have the same strike-throwing ability, but he has done well to limit the long ball both at night and on the road. We saw only 5 runs when these two pitchers locked up last week, even with a run or 2 more on the board. This game winds up short of the total. The series opener went into extra frames and remained under the number. Expect to see this one stay under as well. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Cincinnati Reds vs. Milwaukee Brewers. The Cincinnati Reds take on the Milwaukee Brewers as the division rivals continue a 3-game series on Tuesday night. The Reds will have Andrew Abbott on the mound. The Brewers will answer with ace Corbin Burnes. Milwaukee leads the season series 9-2. Cincinnati is 65-36 against the spread this season, with a 55-46 over-under record. Milwaukee is 48-52 against the spread this year, with a 42-54 over-under record. The series has been pretty exciting, and games have been very tight and tension-filled, but it can't be ignored how much Milwaukee has dominated the head-to-head this season. Winners of 8 of their first 10 meetings and now getting to host, the ball is firmly in their hands here. Now, they have Burnes looking to dominate this lineup for a 3rd straight time in 18 days. He struck out a season-high 13 Cincinnati batters the last time he faced them, then parlayed that into 8 innings of shutout ball with 10 KS against the Phillies in his next start. The Brewers tagged up Abbott for 4 home runs over his 2 starts against them this month. They certainly have him figured out. The Reds and the plus money is worth a look as Andrew Abbott has been great this season with his 2.10 earned run average and 0.92 WHIP. However, the Brewers have been impressive in the second half. They got a confident boost with last night's win and Corbin Burnes is on the mound. An all-star caliber pitcher who has great success against the Reds. Burnes has a 1.06 WHIP and a .198 allowed batting average. So the Milwaukee Brewers money line is our full game side pick. Heading into this series, these two teams had averaged just 7 runs combined over their first 10 meetings of the year. They just met in the first series after the All-Star break, and the Brewers were able to hold the Reds to just 3 runs over 3 games. However, Milwaukee was only able to muster combined 8 runs in that series. Their bats have definitely chilled out a bit in the second half, unable to put up more than 5 runs in any game yet. They hadn't scored more than 4 runs in their 4 games prior to this series beginning. The Reds have been scoring a bit more, but they have yet to prove that they can do so against Milwaukee. Burnes held them down twice already this month. That's a great jumping-off point for where this game will go. The Reds are being silenced by the Brewers, averaging only 2.8 runs in the 10 meetings. Burnes is sporting a minuscule 2.52 earned run average career against the rivals. In addition, Red starter Andrew Abbott has also been stellar. The rookie has conceded 2 or fewer runs in 4 of his last 5 outings. Milwaukee hasn't put crooked numbers on the board against the Reds either, scoring 4 or fewer runs in 4 of the last 5 meetings. The under is 9-1 in the Brewers' last 10 games. I expect runs to be at a premium. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.